Oh. Very Creole. Is it Creole? What do they say?
It's no Creole
Creole jazz?
down in a little Cajun flair on the New Orleans style when the Saints go marching in. Specifically the Louis Armstrong version. With the most MIDI sounding instruments that have ever happened.
That's a nice swing.
The breakdown.
So, how the fuck was New Orleans, DJ?
It was excellent. Welcome everybody. This is Butt Stuff, your premier Sunday morning podcast happening on a Sunday morning. My inevitable cohort Ed.
Inevitable.
Couldn't think of another good adjective, but our man Jim not feeling too well this week. Might make an appearance at some point, but
a little under the weather.
Doesn't want to infect people. But back from a good vacation, as Ed asked before, how's New Orleans? Taking the you guys didn't see me last week because I was down in the Big Easy.
And the Big Easy, is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's the nickname.
Kind of sounds like a an easy like is it just the skankiest city? Is that what it's called?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's one of them. It's up there.
Most STDs per capita or something. The Big Easy.
I guess I would.
Most.
Not sure what the numbers are on that one. Yeah. Brought you back a praline.
What? A praline is like a cookie?
A praline is a...
Can I eat it now?
Oh, yeah. It's a Creole confection, as you can see on the label, brought from the New Orleans School of Cooking. For all of our people watching here. Praline is some sort of blend.
That is sweet.
It's very sweet and rich.
This is just sugar.
It's a blend of, I think, sugar and butter over some nuts. They're basically just sugar nuts in, a little thing here.
There's mapley, too.
It's like a... you ever had one of those maple candies?
Yeah, maple pralines?
Basically one of those with, walnuts in it.
Sorry.
No problem.
Bag right in the microphone.
It's quite the trip, though. I lived out all my food fantasies in New Orleans.
You got lewd with the food?
I'm getting lewd with the food, if that's what you're into.
Him and you. Nah.
Shout out to Flight of the Conchords. Check them out. That's what you're into. Great song. I gotta say though, if you've never been to New Orleans, for all our listeners out there, you gotta go. It's a must. It's one of the great cities in the world. A great culinary city. Lots of hit down there. See some jazz, the birthplace of jazz. Saw a nice blues band. The morning of when we were doing when I was out for the pond last week, I went to the world famous Brennan's. You ever heard of Brennan's, Ed?
No, fuck no.
So Brennan's is a world famous breakfast restaurant that they serve dinner there too. But the little bit of history in the French Quarter, there's 4 famous New Orleans restaurants which have been family owned since the 1800s.
Still to this day.
Well, yes, to this day, Brennan's owned by the Brennan family, of course. And another famous one's called Antoine's, which is the country's
The
oldest.
Antoine's family, of course.
The Antoine family, yes. But that's the country's longest running family-owned restaurant owned by the same family. It's been in business since like the 1870s or something like that, maybe even earlier. I could be wrong on that. But they had the early 1900s. Brennan's and Antoine's had like kind of a
Gangs in New York thing going on, little feud.
oh yeah, they would meet up in the streets and try and beat each other up.
Really?
And solve for good no.
Is
No,
this-
I don't think so.
no. Okay.
But they had like a friendly rivalry, and they ended up basically being like, "All right, well, Antoine's is a famous dinner place, so Brennan's ended up taking breakfast." So they basically were like, "All right." They started like an ad campaign that was
So they partnered up.
Brennan's for breakfast, Antoine's for dinner, I think, something like that. So I went there, and that was the birthplace of Bananas Foster, which I don't know if you
Foster
ever
the
had
Bananas.
Bananas Foster before.
No, have you ever heard of Foster the People?
No, yeah,
Are they the same thing?
no,
Oh,
no, not at all.
sorry.
One is a band, and the other one is a food product.
Right. Sorry, I knew that.
No problem. But yeah, we had Bananas Foster served tableside in the restaurant it's created in. That was it's quite a treat.
There's always money in a banana stand.
Always money in the banana stand. That's right. Also had fried chicken at the world famous Willie Mae Scotch House.
Did you go to Waffle House at all?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely went to Waffle House. That's another staple of
So
Creole cuisine.
I happen to be losing currently in fantasy football, and our bet is that the loser has to go into a breakfast eatery and consume X amount of pancakes, where X is the number less than 24. Wait, no, excuse me. Hold on. No, I fucked that up. Bad at math. But I have to get 24 pancakes, and each one takes an hour off the time that I have to spend in that restaurant.
That's right. So if you you're one of the front runners here, correct? For
What do you mean?
having to eat the pancakes.
Yeah. The front runner.
Belgian or potato waffles.
Sorry. So have you thought about a strategy here?
Absolutely. I have a strategy that I shall not divulge until I actually have to.
Okay. Keeping it a secret. I like it.
It's going to be legitimate, It's just like, all right. I guess I could tell because how many, if they
Do you
want
think
to.
somebody's going to try and sabotage you?
No, I just don't want anybody to steal it. I want to see them. I want to see how somebody else would do it.
This
But-
is true.
My idea was to go on like a preliminary scout and just figure out whose pancakes I like the best. And I'll make it because if you're gonna eat a bunch of pancakes, you might as well like them.
Yeah, might as well have something that you like.
Because it's the last time I'm gonna eat pancakes ever. I feel like.
Probably. They say that for professional eaters, what one of the key is to professional eating
What?
is to when you first sit down and first start eating, you just eat as much as you can right off the bat because your stomach won't catch up and realize that you're full. If you give it more time to like catch up, you'll get full faster, or your body will realize you're full.
DJ, I've had like an overeating disorder for like fucking 20 years. I think I know how that works.
So you just gotta truck right through. First thing you sit down, just eat as many as you can right off the rip.
My plan is
immediately.
to go and get really, really high and fast for like 2 days.
Well, that's also a good plan.
Yeah, and then just like
Be on the verge of death,
yeah.
walking into the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a table for one? with as many pancakes as you can give me.
Well, also I
About to
have
pass out.
I have serious work to do to figure out because usually the places that are open longer have inferior pancakes.
This is also true.
So if I can find some place where like, okay, it's a substantial pancake in regular hours. I get there at open and then I just have till close to eat 24. So usually that's about 12 that's about 12 hours, I feel like.
So we didn't discuss what happens if you don't make it.
What do you mean? You got to do it again, right?
Well, I was going to say, would you then transfer to a place that is open 24 hours?
That could work. Yeah,
Would
transfer.
you go from
I
one
like
to
that.
the other? Be like, all right, well, I thought I was going to make it, but I didn't. So I'm going to drive to
Bob's.
a,
Bob's is the backup.
Bob's.
Bob's is always going to be open. Bob's and Waterville Eat. Come watch your little pancake boy eat.
Shout out Bob's.
We got Dottie joining us on the pod.
How we doing, Dottie?
Wake her up.
Give her the mic.
Let me recite. But yeah,
But yeah, that sounds like
So
a
wait.
solid strategy.
what was the coup de grace over there at Brennan's? I feel like we missed the pop. Well, I missed the pop there.
So the coup de grace at Brennan's is probably the Bananas Foster. That was an
sorry.
amazingly good. They do
That's
it
a dessert?
tableside, and they yeah. So what it is it's basically it's a banana that they cut in half lengthwise, and so it's like really long and flat, and they take brown sugar and butter and start cooking them together with a little bit of cinnamon, so it makes like a sauce in a pan, basically. And they like wheel a little hot plate right next to your table and explain to you the like the history of the dessert, sauce, and then they flambe it with a little bit of rum. So you're sitting right next to the table. They have an 8-foot flame go up, and then
Ooh.
they put the bananas in there, serve it with scoop of ice
It's
cream.
like hibachi a little bit.
Little
Hibachi
bit.
dessert.
Dessert hibachi, yeah, a little bit, but that was amazing. I got
Dare I
Uh,
ask?
for the actual breakfast portion, I got a duck red flannel hash with a poached duck egg and a
Damn.
horseradish hollandaise.
How the fuck was that?
It was amazing. It was one of the best, probably one of the best breakfasts I've ever had, like by far. And then the love of my life, Sweet Amelia, she got, I believe it was Gulf fish.
Did you guys share?
Yeah,
course?
we
Okay.
both like had a little bit of each other's. Hers was amazing too. Hers was a snapper with like a poached egg on top, and some sort of like an orange hollandaise or something like that. Hers was very, very good too. If you never had red snapper, it's delicious. And then my dad had a it was like a French seafood omelet.
No, did he share?
No, he did not share. His was a little bit more straightforward. It did look amazing though.
Yeah. Dude, I would love that. Sounded amazing.
It's really
Okay, so I gotta ask
quite
then,
off the hook.
how much does one banana foster run? What is
Good question. I'm not exactly
you're speaking
sure.
from a point of privilege.
Yeah.
Are the prices not on the menu?
I'm not sure exactly how much it was. I don't think it was like outrageously
It'd be
expensive.
so sick if there was like a legitimate what is it, like crazy good breakfast place like that around here. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah, so here, yeah,
It's all profit too.
sure the Bananas Foster
what
with
the
like
fuck?
it bathes in I don't know if you can quite see from the here.
You
I'll
can't-
give you another once I show Ed everything here.
We'll put it on the
That's
story.
my red flannel hash with the duck egg and pickled whatever. And Amelia's
Camera eats first.
her fish with the cream spinach there. Give
Love
you
it.
guys a little bit of a hang on.
We'll
me,
share.
Hang on just a second.
Hold on, I could pull it up on the big screen here.
Give you a little filler music while I
Yeah, DJ's
a bit more.
trot it over there. Show YouTube now. YouTube wants to eat.
Okay. What up, YouTube?
Yeah, fantastic. Look at that shit.
Look at that. But that was also a uh sorry everybody. That was a highlight. We also went to the New Orleans Aquarium. And one of the highlights of the New Orleans Aquarium, I got to get
Ally McSeal.
Ally McSeal. I don't think I saw any seals, but they did have sea otters.
Same, but different.
Yes, very true. And I don't know if I have specifically a video of it, but they're having the trainers come out and do tricks with the sea
balls
otters.
and shit.
Yep, had them dive underwater. They had one basically pick up a toy and then swim across the thing and then slam dunk it into like a big tub where the toys go, basically.
Air seal.
And then they what they were doing is they fed them crabs for lunch.
Rangoon.
I think they were just regular sea crabs. I don't know when the Rangoons come out. I think that's Friday. We went on a Tuesday.
Gotcha. Sorry.
No problem. So they were trying to open the crab shells. So what they would do is they would swim up to the glass on the side of where they were and just smash the crab legs against the glass where you were trying to open them up and get to the meat.
So brutal.
It was pretty amazing.
Dude, they're sensationalizing murder of the crab. Were these live crabs?
No, I'm pretty sure they were dead.
Oh,
but that would have been much more brutal if they were alive. I guess they could have been at first. I mean,
any of the crabs from the crab, what's it called?
And just go pull them from the crab den.
Yeah. What do you call a gang of crabs?
Hey, a posse of crabs. That's a good question though. You have a murder of crows. Or why does every animal have to have a different name for what a group?
All right, so I just looked it up. A group of crabs is called an outbreak.
An outbreak of crabs.
No, just kidding.
I like it.
It's called a consortium.
A consortium,
Consortium,
I believe, is what it's
All right.
called.
Well, fucking, if you knew the word, why are you gonna sit here and make me pronounce it like an asshole?
Well, because I didn't know until after you said it.
Until I mispronounced
Until,
it. Then all of a sudden it knocked it loose of your fucking head, dude.
I think so.
Oh wait, I knew that.
I don't know. Oh, that's right. Consortium. Consortium was
Yeah,
the
you
word.
hustled me, dude. What do you? We didn't even have any money on it, dude. It's all bragging rights.
An outbreak, though.
You like that?
That is very good.
Definitely
use that at some point.
But yeah, any of the crab acting up in the crab exhibit, they just go over there like, fuck it, you're going to the seals.
Yeah, exactly. You better not.
We're gonna make a show of it. 5 o'clock today.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, oh, damn it. Those crabs would be very pissed off.
Do you think Mardi Gras is done forever?
No.
Yeah.
It'll
Coming
I don't know how they'll end up doing it
with the Omicrons.
with the Omicron. I don't know if they're gonna do it differently. I would assume. I mean, they did the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade this year.
Yeah, but that I feel like more people are like, you can enjoy that from your home. You know what I mean?
That's true.
They just put that on the TV. They just don't have the crowds anymore. I think they should end parades altogether. Parades are stupid.
Yeah, I guess some lady at Mardi Gras. I think it was the year before last. Got cut in half by one of the floats.
Oh my god!
She was trying to run in between two of them and was real drunk and didn't realize what she was doing. So, let that be a cautionary tale if you're ever going to a parade. Don't run in between the floats. But they'll do it. I don't know how they did it last year. I mean, last year is probably more dire circumstances. You'd think.
I gotta go get some beads. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Can I eat Jim's praline? No.
Yeah, you can eat Jim's Braley.
No. I'm joking.
I got more at home.
Oh, really?
If you want another one, go
Dude.
for it.
Oh my god.
All yours.
Legend.
Yeah. The New Orleans Cooking School is like a little shop that has like Creole ingredients that you can buy, and in the background they have like a little cooking studio. So what you can do is you can go in and you can buy like a cooking class, and there's one where you cook the food there and
do
you
this?
have an instructor like teach you. And then another one where if you don't feel like cooking the food, the instructor just cooks all the food and then serves it to you at the thing and like tells you how to do it. And I did not do it because the one where you cook the food yourself is like $145. It's absurdly expensive. But the one where they serve you food is like 30 or 40 bucks. I would have liked to. That's another one to put on the list for something I would do eventually.
You know what? $1 million idea. Hello Fresh, but exclusively like shit like that.
Like, what do you mean? Where you have like an instructor and they teach you how to do it?
It comes with a video.
Or you can tap into. They have like live classes that happen every so often, so they'll send you the food and then be like, "Okay, this is how." That is a great idea. We should capitalize on that.
How? We got to partner with HelloFresh or one of the big established ones,
Hmm.
or just go for a direct buyout.
That's true. Do a
Shark Tank.
corporate whatever you call it, corporate takeover, hostile takeover of HelloFresh by the Butt Stuff Podcast.
Yo, have you seen this shit about the metaverse?
With Mr. Zuckerberg.
Not necessarily him, but like other people. They're like selling realty in the metaverse now.
Really?
It's like NFT shit. Let me see if I can pull it up.
In the metaverse. So is this like Facebook?
Yeah, basically what they're saying is that buy virtual land in the metaverse. It's like this is like buying a star. You know?
I guess, yeah. I'm confused as to what the metaverse actually is. Is it like the Wii marketplace? The metaverse and how metaverse property. Your gateway to the metaverse. Buy in the sandbox.
Look at this. Look at how shitty this looks.
Like you're buying something in like an SNES world. I bought something on Super Mario World. A plot of land, a castle.
Yeah, this guy keeps invading me. Fucking
Yeah.
guy sucks. Stole my girl last week.
He
And a bunch of turtles came in.
was a real Goomba.
Whoa. Jesus. Wasn't we don't support that. Just kidding.
I'd like to issue an apology for, for what I just said. I mean, that one says it is Atari.
How to buy virtual land in the metaverse, a beginner's guide. Another virtual record. Virtual plat worth 4.3 million sold on metaverse. Let's read that.
4.3 million.
$4.3 million. Some asshole. I shouldn't say asshole. He's a genius, clearly. Go up in value. The metaverse records keep breaking themselves. A plot of virtual real estate sold for 4.3 million in the sandbox, making it the most expensive metaverse property sale. Virtual land was purchased by a developer from the video game Atari. Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Guy behind Roller Coaster Tycoon. I can see that. I can see why it went for so much. And by the way,
That's a great game.
what's wrong with buying stars?
He bought a star.
You don't want to have a star someday?
I don't think that. Okay, this people might be actually able to use this or resell it for money. I don't think that's gonna happen for those little star certificate
For
things.
stars. Imagine if we did end up going to like that was some like you get your bullshit star certificate, and then we do end up going to space, and there's these planets that you're like, oh, I own that. I own this star.
I think those companies really are just like deep. Like I think it's human trafficking, to be honest. Just because, like,
Well, that's
think
good.
it's like Wayfair or something like that.
If that's true, I see what's wrong with buying stars then.
It's money laundering or something. I don't know.
Yeah, very true.
Like, you're not getting anything. It's just it's a con at its very base level,
Yeah.
like becoming a lord.
Well,
In
unless we
Scotland.
go to space someday, and then
I don't think
you
that,
could be like,
yeah,
hey, someone tries to land on your star, and you have to charge them income tax. And
you're implying that star isn't like basically the sun of another solar system. Like, you know what I mean?
mhm,
Nobody can land on a. You can't. Well, I guess if it's a planet.
land on a star.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably can't land on a star. But yeah,
It's a
imagine if it was the
barren tundra that nobody can actually own. You'll
Mhm.
never have the equipment to rein it in.
I mean, unless it is a star like that, in the middle of like another solar system, and then you're like, you go there with your certificate that you got off of Groupon, and then there's an entire plan of people that you're like, no, I got Groupon.
Basically, exactly what's gonna happen.
Or what if it's already happened to us? Some guy named Zorp over on a different planet bought a star certificate for the sun. Be like, oh, this one's called the sun. And then he just comes down and you're like, no, that's the sun. That's no one knows that. And he's like, no, yeah, I got a Groupon.
Yeah, dude. When's the last time you got something on Groupon?
Been a while. Groupon does have some good deals though. Should
I fell off
definitely check
Groupon
that
hard.
out.
I signed up. I bought one thing, and then for years I got several, maybe tens of emails. I say, on Groupon, spammed to shit, ruined an email account.
See, it took me forever to get into it because everyone would be like, you got to get a Groupon. And I'd be like, yeah, but I don't have like a group. Like it's just me. I can't be buying. And then I realized it doesn't have anything to do with that. You just buy an individual Groupon by yourself. It's like I was missing out on this thing the whole time.
It sounds exclusive. Me and my group. You already in a group. My friend's already in a group. If I
Mhm.
get Groupon, I'll be all alone.
Yeah, very
My-
true.
No.
Got to be careful. But yeah, how's your time while I was
My
away?
vacation from DJ.
Your time off from
So,
Multan.
I didn't do any. I didn't do anything crazy. I think I had there was a show last week that went pretty well, but it was nothing that I don't know. Don't normally do. I didn't go have an amazing breakfast. I didn't go have an amazing dinner. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. I'm a fucking bum. No, I'm just kidding. But
Well,
yeah, same old, same shit, different day.
that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. What's it called? I feel like I don't know. I'm kind of like dreading buying holiday gifts. I feel like I gotta
Did
go.
you get your shopping done yet?
I didn't at all. Did you get any done?
Ooh, I got a good amount of shopping done. Yeah, I got quite a bit.
I'm like one of those. I'm like a last minute guy. It always takes me till the last week, and then I'm like, all right,
It does sneak up on you.
yeah.
You get there and you're like, how did it become the 22nd already?
Yeah.
And then someone has to explain, well, there's 21 days before the 22nd. That's always funny when people do that. How did September fly by so fast? Like, well,
We were having fun.
there's 30 days and they all had 24 hours. And,
I feel like
same way every other month goes by.
yeah, but when you were a kid, didn't it feel like time moves slower a little bit?
Very much true. Yeah. Time definitely does flow a lot slower when you're a kid. I wonder if there's like a technical
That's
term
big.
for that.
I think it's because you want to be certain ages so bad,
Hmm.
and it just feels way longer. And then once you hit all the ages that you need to hit, it's just like, oh god, I can't believe it's another year.
Yeah, and you have no concept of time yet.
Yeah,
Like you're only 4 years old. You're like, I've only been on the earth for 4 years,
It's a very valid point.
as opposed to the person who's been on the earth 60 years, and they're just like 4 more years. Get the hell out of here. Do that in my sleep.
4 more years.
Yeah. Go take a nap. 4 years will fly by.
Rip Van Winkle, that shit.
Yeah. Rip Van Winkle. What a guy.
I hate his bridge. His bridge sucks.
His bridge is not good.
um,
Who's your favorite folklore hero? Is it Rip Van Winkle?
who was the
Davy Crockett?
Davy Crockett's not lore. That was real, right?
Well, yeah, that was real.
Robin Hood.
Who's the other one? Robin Hood?
If
Robin Hood's a good one.
If what they say
Sherlock
about Robin
Holmes?
Hood is true, what? He's not an urban legend.
He was a guy.
He was real.
Watson?
No, they weren't real.
It's a creation of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Why do you know that?
Well, he's a famous author. Wrote all the Sherlock Holmes books.
Did you read him though?
I probably read like 1 or 2 of them. I haven't like gone through the whole like thing. I probably did like a Sherlock Holmes book at some point.
I feel like after you read one Sherlock Holmes book, you've read them all. It's like Scooby Doo. You know,
It's like Scooby Doo.
it's Scooby Doo for adults.
So always
Same thing.
the
It's like Nancy Drew.
old man Withers running the amusement park.
Actually, now that you think about it, Scooby Doo, basically all like detective shit is probably loosely based off Sherlock Holmes. You know,
Yeah, that's true. He's an early, detective.
I mean, like the formula for it: introduce characters, suss out clues,
Yeah,
pull the mask off the weird guy.
yeah. That's what happened in all those.
I'm a big Scooby Doo kid.
Who's your favorite character?
I mean, come on,
Scoob?
no,
Shag?
Shaggy.
Like, come on, guys. Shaggy's always going out trying to eat sandwiches.
He's so peaceful. He's just eating sandwiches, getting ripped,
Yeah, like what?
just blowing hits in his dog's face and shit.
Everybody's always laughing, but if that ever happened in real life, someone would be like, "Hey, we're in a haunted house where there's literally a ghost trying to kill people, and you're smoking a joint and going down to the kitchen to make an 8-layer sandwich that goes 1.5 feet high in the air. Who the hell could even eat that?" That if I was Fred, that's what I would say to him every day.
It's gonna be me with the pancakes in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, be stacked up 24 of them high.
Yeah.
That yeah, that's good. Scooby Doo's a good one.
What was your favorite cartoon growing up?
Favorite cartoon? I was a big Muppet Babies guy.
Really?
You ever watch Muppet Babies?
No, I was not a pussy. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I watched them.
They're making your dreams come true.
I was well, it depends. After like I got into South Park at like 8, and that was like a taboo thing. Like I didn't even get half the jokes.
Yeah. Same here. My sister wanted to watch South Park when she was very young. Or not very young, like probably like 12, 13, something like that. About the age where you'd start getting into more like adult themed things, but maybe not understand all of it. So my dad was like, "You can watch it, but I have to be in the room with you, make sure like nothing's crazy." Because a lot of those early like South Park episodes are just,
And was it crazy?
I feel like a lot of the early, like the first season of South Park was more like, "Hey, my God, we got abducted by aliens."
Yeah.
You know, not like some of the more raunchy things that they did.
I think the first episode my mom watched with me was Kenny. Well, no, excuse me. They had a lesbian um, substitute teacher or something like that, and
Mhm.
like they were trying to find reasons to like not like to get Mr. Garrison back or some shit.
Mhm.
And it turns out that she was like this. I don't know. Basically, they said shit, damn, too much vulgar language.
Instead of shit, say fuck.
Yeah. And I was banned from watching it. So what I would do is I would like VHS it and watch it on the weekends or like whenever they weren't home.
Yeah, that's the. You remember those days? I'm
miss
gonna
that
record
shit.
a VHS
Gonna record
and
a
then watch
VHS.
it later
Dude.
before everything.
We're
was
the last
streaming.
generation that ever did that.
Yes, very true.
I feel like kids any younger than me, that was not a thing for them. I
Mhm.
feel like I didn't even really do that. I just did that because like my sister had a TV that made it really easy, so like I could set it to do that even when the TV wasn't on. You know,
Yeah, that's
it was
true.
amazing.
Yeah, my mom would set Days of Our Lives to record every day at
Oh my god!
at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And whenever I was homesick from school or if it was summer vacation, I'd be watching something, and the TV would always 100% of the time automatically change to Days of Our Lives, and then you couldn't change it, couldn't get off of it. So I had to see what hijinks Stefano DiMera was getting into.
Dude, that is like the Gestapo of TV. Force it now. I didn't think about that because the TV was always off. It wasn't like my sister was awake while South Park was recording. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So like it was always out of sight, out of mind. But that's bananas. It's absolutely like there was only one TV. You couldn't just like.
I guess we may have had another one in like the basement. I don't know, but it wasn't as good.
Yeah, we had like a kid's TV that was like from like the fucking 70s and it had that dial, and I would just put a game on it and like with those little RF adapters, just call it a day. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, sounds pretty awesome.
That's just like if like I don't know. I ended up watching a lot of shit that I shouldn't have watched. Like I was watching The Sopranos. Like they were mad that I was watching South Park. I called somebody a cocksucker at age 8.
You're like, what?
They were like,
Tony
"Where did you-"
Soprano said it.
I didn't say that at all. I thought I was cool though for saying it.
Polly Walnuts did.
Everybody looked around like, what the fuck? He's a cocksucker?
That's pretty funny. Do you remember the first video game you ever got?
First video game I ever got was a Game Boy Pocket, and I believe I got Bomberman.
Bomberman. That's a
Simple,
heavy
rustic,
hitter.
brilliant.
Yeah, real heavy hitter.
I remember the first game. My friend had a Sega. Like my preschool friend had a Sega,
Mm-hmm.
and we would play like Road Rash all the time, and I really wanted that. But by the time I guess my parents saw that the video guy,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was just like that turned into all I'd be like, all I want is this. Like I was a spoiled boy probably, but I got. Well, no, I feel like a lot of kids got Game Boys, and station like a couple of years later. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. Everybody there was like this progression through that shit. I guess as I was growing older, there was more that I could handle. Like I'd see that there'd be like other stuff going on, but for a while it was like just a lot of Pokemon and car rides and shit. I feel like it paid dividends for my mom because like instead of like bouncing off the walls and causing problems and shit like that, I'd be like tunnel vision on this game. Like that was the original. Nintendo was just like, how can we get kids to shut the fuck up for a minute? And then we'll sell it to their parents.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did, and it worked out. And then now there's
good for them. That was a smart marketing strategy.
now kids are gonna be It's all cell phones now.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like a
that's very
boomer,
true.
but like
It's all cell phones now.
it's all cell phones and like I don't. It's wild to see just kids work iPads that like I don't know, just going off. But it's probably like how my mom feels when she sees me work like a computer. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like oh damn, like I am.
Yeah, you're just left in the dust. Yeah, I
You
mean,
see
if you
those,
think
like-
about it, a lot of kids like the way they like so early on in their lives, they end up getting like operating those things. They're just masters by the time they're like 6,
Yeah,
you know?
it's wild.
Yeah, pretty crazy. But yeah, I remember Jim and I used to get babysit by this person, and we ended up they had a Nintendo 64 there. And I remember thinking like things will never get better than this. Like if I get to the point where I could have a Nintendo 64 one day, like that would be like that would be it for me.
Did you get one?
And then a couple years later at Christmas, I got one, and I was like,
It's
I
old
just
now.
remember the thoughts running through my head of like, it's like achieving all of your goals that you've ever wanted in life.
Yeah.
Like just looking at it and being like, I finally did it. I have a Nintendo 64 that I can play in my house.
Yeah. And
Like,
there's always
this
that
is-
call that you made, the first call you made to your friend. Like, yo, I got one.
Yeah, exactly. I got a Nintendo 64
Yeah, I'll bring my controller. There's a lot
with
of-
Mario Kart.
Is there a better feeling?
I don't think so. I remember being sick home from school one day that year and being like, well, I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to happen other than Mario Kart today. Like my day is entirely Mario Kart. And it was. And pretty sure that was one of the greatest days of my life. I can't think of many other good days. I mean, I've had plenty of good days, but none better than that. Just, staying home from school, playing Mario Kart when you're like 10,
Dude, okay.
probably a little bit older, but
My version of that would be when, all right, Halo 3. I think
my
I think it was Halo 3 or Halo 2 came out.
yeah.
I think it was Halo 3 because all me and all my friends, I don't know why they would put these things out on like weeknights though, because that's just bad news.
Yeah.
You had all these kids lined up till like 11:59,
Mhm.
12, and then they all get Halo, and then they all bring it home, and then they all play with each other all night long. And then at like kids like I had to go to school the next day, but all the cool kids' parents be like, yeah, no, just stay home, play Halo.
Yeah. I always remember that. Do you remember the first time you ever had like a LAN party
Yeah,
where you connected multiple Xboxes?
dude, it was like the video game equivalent of sex, and that was a gangbang.
Yeah. I remember someone telling me about that, or like going over to someone's house and being like, "Oh, let's
Peter
just
Gregg?
play." Might have been. I think it might have been Jim's house, but Peter Gregg might have been there and brought his his Xbox over.
I think I went to one of those. I know that we would have those shits, and it would just be like a blast. So much Mountain Dew, so much Funyuns.
Oh yeah, I mean, talking about the greatest days.
Stewart's runs.
Yeah. But I remember being there and not realizing, being like, okay, let's just play Halo. And then someone was like, oh, we can have them in 2 different rooms and then have multiple people playing on different teams, and being like, the world is different from this point on. Like the world is not the same as from when I walked in this room. Once I'm walking out, I'm going to be a different person forever for
Oof.
knowing that this can happen.
Yeah,
Like my mind was so blown that I was like, this is a game changer right here. This is
that
big.
was like you needed, at least in my group, you needed to know somebody who had an older brother and like was into that shit.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that the first time we did it we did it at Charles's house,
Mm-hmm.
and Charles had an older brother, so he had like all the equipment. His dad was big into computers,
Mm-hmm.
and we just wired up different shit. And it was perfect because you'd put 4 on each team, no
Yeah.
screen looking. You'd have team shit. And
You
it-
could talk your strategies out in the other room
Yeah.
without the other team hearing you.
I want the
It
world to
didn't-
go back to that, honestly.
Yeah, I mean that's really
I
that's
think
really
it's gone
a,
too far. Everybody's too individual now.
Yeah.
Some of them like I don't know. I just wish that it would be more social, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? There was always like you'd have like sometimes it'd be a whole weekend. You'd just go to somebody's house and just do that shit. And then
Yeah.
even online, you'd still do it. You'd do all that stuff and be on the same connection and talk out team strats and shit like that.
See,
how
it
you
would
hung out.
just be originally you and your boys. Now it's you and your boys.
3
getting
randos.
sworn at by an 8-year-old and getting your asses beaten
Yeah.
by a kid that's somehow way better than you. That you're like, this is clearly a child on the other end of the line here.
Damn
kids had an iPad since he was
3.
Exactly. Very technically savvy. Yeah.
Technically.
Imagine what that was for our parents. Like for us, it was Xbox and Halo. Imagine them playing Pong and being like, the world is different now. We can play tennis on,
I think it was Risk
television.
for my parents. I was like, oh wow, it's crazy.
yeah, Risk, board games, Monopoly. What's Monopoly?
Um,
Question.
1920, I want to say.
I figured probably pretty early.
Risk
on.
is 1957.
Ah. Yeah, Risk's great.
Monopoly came out in 1904.
1904. You know what city Monopoly is based off of? Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, all the like cities.
That was
or
there
all
in
the streets are
1902?
like. Oh yeah, the all the streets are named off of like after the streets in Atlantic City. Back when it was booming. Still booming now, but
Okay, Atlantic City is 167 years old.
yeah, Atlantic City
So,
was one of the first.
It was probably somebody watched Atlantic City develop and they were like, this is exactly what I want my game to be about.
Yeah, I mean it was a big deal. Bless
Thank you.
back in the day.
Yeah.
And then, you know, things went all crazy. Trump had to close his casino.
On Atlantic City?
Yeah.
No. Have you ever played Settlers of Catan?
No, but I've had friends that have played that and are all big fans. I'll say it's a great game.
I played it once. Got it on the Switch. Played it a lot more after that.
Really.
It's a lot of fun. But it was more that I wanted to get my strategies down
Mm-hmm.
for the next time that I played. But it was like how they keep you hooked is like you collect money on other people's turns, so you have to keep paying attention. Bunch of
Ah.
shit. So it's definitely interesting that what people can do can affect your next move so hard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I guess it's like a faster risk. It's like it could take. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Not average cat length. Average Catan game length.
Settlers of Catan.
It takes about an hour to play. So like,
Yeah,
when
that's a
when you
little bit
think
shorter.
when you think of like a board game, that's like pretty quick and easy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's not like Risk or Monopoly where like you're gonna be there for a day.
Yeah. What's your favorite all-time board game?
I like Risk a lot.
Risk is a good one. Risk
But,
is a
like,
classic.
You gotta get the guys.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't have the guys for Risk, it sucks. Same thing with Monopoly. People can't sit down and play something like that. We don't have the attention span for that shit anymore.
Yeah, very true. I was always a sorry guy. I like sorry.
Sorry. That was your favorite. No, I like Sorry a lot too because you could be like, sorry. And like fucking throw their shit at him.
Yeah, you do that and then you get on their face and then they do the same thing to you and you're like, fuck.
Dude, so many fist fights happened over Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just knock their shit off the board.
Very true.
I don't know. I also liked It depends on what age, I guess. I like Scrabble a lot.
Scrabble's a good one. Can't beat it.
Let's see. There's also like, if we're counting card, we don't count card games, right? You said board game.
Yeah, board
What's
games.
your favorite card game?
Oh, it's got to be Texas Hold'em Poker.
See, I'm a big Rummy guy. Rummy
Rummy's a good game.
5.
It's a fun one. Rummy 500. Poker's a good one. If you could get the people together.
Yeah. I've just never had a good like I've never left a poker table feeling good about myself. Ever.
Mhm.
It just hasn't happened.
Last time I went to Atlantic City, I sat down at the poker table, and I won. And I was doing real well,
Did you leave?
but there was a hand right before I left. I was like, I'll play one more, and I had like a decent hand, like it was looking like it could have been good, but
Uh-oh.
I like went into it and was like, I'm gonna play it safe on this one, and then just take my winnings and leave. And then the next two cards that came out would have been, if I had went into the hand and bet with all the people that were playing, I would have won like $1,200 on the one hand. I just decided to take my chips and leave though, and I was like,
How much did you take and leave?
I still won like $200,
Oh.
something like that, 200 or 300. Could have been a lot more though. There's multiple
If
people that
some
were all
butts
in.
were coconuts. Yeah.
We'd all have a wonderful Christmas. Now, wouldn't we, Ed?
Yeah. No. That's like exactly why I can't do that, because I don't know. Either something like that happens and I'm pissed, or I lose the money and I'm pissed, or
Mhm.
like I don't know. I just never really got. I feel like I could have got into it more, but I associated it with loss a lot of times, and I was like,
Probably good that, I mean, most of the time you lose anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Everybody-
you know.
Are you saying only losers play poker?
Well, no, I guess I'm just speaking off my own experience of most of the time when I play, I lose.
Yeah.
I taught Amelia how to play poker once, and we played like 3 games in a row, and she beat me 2 out of 3.
Nice.
The first
She
first
could
3
see-
games she ever played.
She saw right through your shit.
Well, when you're playing with somebody who's just learning and doesn't really know a lot of strategy, those are like the hardest people to play against. Because if people know the strategy, you could be like, okay, this is probably what he's trying to do here. And he did this at this point, so I can try and figure out what the other player's doing. If someone's just learning and they don't really know, they're just making random moves and you have no idea what to gauge it on. And you're like, I don't know what the hell they're trying to. I don't know if they're bluffing, if they're not bluffing. Like, this is very hard to figure out.
I like 5 card stud, but
Mhm.
nobody plays that anymore.
Yeah, that's
That's outdated.
well, it's a good one. Every once in a while you can find it at places. I don't know.
I just like
casinos,
that
things
because
like
then you can. That's what I grew up playing. So that's like, I can't play that,
Yeah,
And so like, I always feel like how I would base my whole shit is just like if they're asking for cards, they don't have shit. You know what I mean? And then I could adjust.
yeah, that's true. 5 card draw. Yeah, that's a fun one too. But that's even harder to realize what's going on. But yeah. Rummy's a good game. You ever play Phase 10?
Yeah.
Phase
I
10's a good one.
like Uno too, to be honest.
Uno.
What's your favorite like field game? Or like court or
Like-
sport, I guess, to play.
Like kickball,
I guess.
something like that.
Yeah.
You ever play Cavada ball?
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
You shouldn't know about Cavada ball.
For all those who are listening that don't know about Cavada ball, it's like a Shaker invented sport that I think one of my gym teachers went to Shaker and brought it over. But it's handball where you could throw the ball into the goal, but you play it on a basketball court, so you could also shoot 3-pointers and then do that. It's a great mashup game.
Classic.
That was like my ultimate like mashup of great sports. But besides, it'd be basketball. For being honest here.
They play basketball. Bum, bum. I was always terrible at all sports, but I liked wall ball a lot.
Wall ball is another great one.
Dude, like we should do like a Squid Games, but like my childhood games.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Call it Ed
But-
Games.
The Ed Games.
I don't know. And nobody dies. They just get made fun of a lot.
Well, I mean, and if we're gonna play wall ball,
They can get
you
pegged.
get a tennis ball thrown at you at.
It's called
75
I think it's
miles
called
an hour.
bulldogging. Is that what it's called? What is it?
I think so, yeah, because there would be the version where you could peg and hit someone with a
But then you gotta run to the wall.
yeah, or there's the version where you just have to throw it off the wall before they touched it,
Yeah.
which was lame.
The
Everyone's
game
like,
that we
"That
tried
one
to play
sucks."
was get it to bounce off the wall and hit so and so in the face.
Well, that's the ultimate in all bad things.
It's not bad. You just wanted them to have to run to the wall if they couldn't catch the ball, and then somebody else get them out.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, I would watch professional wall ball.
That would be an exciting one to see on like the Ocho. Or
Dude, we need tetherball and wall ball to the Ocho immediately.
what are some of the great? They do that every once in a while. Let's see.
Dodgeball.
The Ocho is back in 2021.
Is it really?
Yeah. Let's see what some of the
ESPN
list of sports is.
The Ocho.
Yeah. Let's see what the schedule is. Okay.
I'm gonna buy the Ocho.
2 a.m. we have Slippery Stairs.
What is slippery stairs?
I'm pretty sure it's just stairs that are like
Greased?
either like greased or covered in like ice or something like that, and you have to try and run up and
Sounds like a good way to lose your teeth.
get to the top. Yep. 2:30 a.m. is the Golden Tee World Champions.
Golf?
Which is the golf video game that you have at bars.
Oh, I've
Uh,
never played that. Have you played that?
I think I played it like once or twice. 3:30 a.m. Putt Putt World Championships. 4:30 a.m. Professional Arm Wrestling Championships. 5 a.m. The Electrician National Championships.
Electrician.
Yeah,
The fuck are they doing? Wiring circuits?
I think so. They're just wiring circuits on ESPN. Minecraft at 8 a.m. 9 a.m. is the Foosball World Cup.
Hold on. Foosball World Cup might be interesting.
Yeah, that would be fun to see people that are really good at foosball. Tetris Championships at 11. Pogapalooza at noon.
Dude,
People playing
Pogapalooza.
Pogs. That would be a fun watch. I forgot how to play Pogs. Did you ever collect Pogs?
Yeah,
I collected Pogs before I did Pokemon cards came out.
same.
I always thought they were probably cooler than Pokemon, but Pokemon just caught on more.
Dude, imagine playing foosball professionally.
Back, boom, right down the middle. Even at
Imagine announcing foosball professionally.
Tony, he's going in.
Yeah, that would be.
Look at that. Look at that.
So that last one that just happened was pretty amazing.
Just dance, just dance, just dance, just titillating, just sneaking it. Bam, goal.
Yeah, these people are pretty amazing at how they can
Texas friends. I don't know what. I
how to
don't really
pass
know.
the ball.
Now Ryan, he's like, okay, you want wrist flitches? I'll go wrist flitch you with you. Look at this. We're dancing. Boom. Now I'm up.
Wow.
2-1. Crowd goes crazy again. Now
Crowd goes crazy again.
Unbelievable. That is very impressive how they can pass the ball so like crazily.
Yo, you know,
How quickly they do it.
Eric Helmut's like a bubble hockey legend. Apparently,
Really? Bubble hockey? Is
have
that
you ever
the
played
one?
bubble hockey?
Is that the one where you have the little tiny sticks
Yeah, hold
and
on.
you like pass them? You can like forget exactly how it works. Corgi races at Emerald Downs. Oh, so bubble hockey is like foosball where you have the hockey players. I was thinking of the one where you have like the square board and it's like open and you can like
Oh yeah, no.
hit the thing with your little stick.
It's wild, dude.
I've never played this before. Wow.
Shot on goal. Dude, so
This looks like fun though. Eric
I would-
Helmuth is a legend at it.
supposedly he's gonna get
Wow.
with grandma.
Oh boy. Go.
Yeah, I don't know. If you were gonna get a table game in your house, what would it be?
Table game. I feel like pool would have the most like redeeming value.
Pool. I would like a pool table that you could like put a cover on, and it's just a regular table. I've seen those before. That's cool. And you could have it like double as a living room,
Oh yeah.
or excuse me, a dining room.
Yeah. I mean like I would probably like air hockey better, but pool seems like you could actually like take the time to get very good at it and like, you know, like train as where air hockey is more like a novelty. You're not going to be like, "Oh, I got to work on my air hockey game."
Yeah. Pool is like the golf of the table.
Right.
Love it.
Anyway, thank you for listening, everybody. This has been a broadcast of the Butt Stuff Podcast. You can follow us on social, go to Instagram, click on our bio, find all our tree to all of our other links. If you like us, you know, tell somebody else about it. That'll help us out a lot. You're audience.
Last game in the playoffs, too. Oh, take me where the hockey players face off down the rink, and the Stanley Cup is all filled up for the champs who win the drink. Now the final flick of a hockey stick and a one gigantic scream. The puck is in, the home team wins.